Howdy, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Faab Five campaign here on the Random Rhapsody Network. I'm Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and GM, and joining me around the virtual table today are Alyssa, Joe, Jeremy, Koines, and Kyle. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Everyone.
Shoot some!
Okay. For announcements, I want to remind everyone that we have Random Game Night every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm currently doing a new content playthrough of Celasta, Crown of the Magister, which is actually a really fun game. We also have our holiday-themed one-shot coming up in 1 month on December the 27th. Stephen from the Debauchery Circus is joining Alyssa and Kyle from the Faab Five, and a few friends of the show are going to be joining as well. The whole thing is going to be hosted by Joe Trotter of the Faab Five. You can stay up to date on all of our scheduling by following us on Twitter as random_Rhapsody or on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV. Okay, that should do it for the announcements. So join us as we dive into the world of Loroupa and continue on with the adventures of the Faab Five. So hey, we're back! And when we last left off, the Faab Five had traveled into the dwarven capital of Morag, searching for a magical glaive needed to save Bradfordshire from the wraiths that overrun it. Through a mixture of both skill and luck, the squad managed to reach the ancestral keep of Elvis Preslore in time to witness monastery breaker Grood stab the dwarf through his chest on the ramparts along the outer wall. Liam managed to grab the attention of the Goliath, which resulted in an all-out brawl between the Faab Five, their friends, and the disciples of Grood. The battle with the Shadow Monks was a confusing melee, with Grood and his disciples disappearing and reappearing in the darkness, harrowing our heroes from every side. Jortha, the Blue Heron monk, was nearly killed several times, and none of the team went completely unscathed. It turned into a battle of attrition, with both sides taking damage, but as combat waged on, it was Grood's monks that started to fall. Seeing that the tables were beginning to turn, Grood called for his disciples to regroup and leave the field of battle. Grood himself then teleported away and slid into the shadows, disappearing from our hero's sight. Kata the tiefling wielding the glaive tried to do the same, but Jareth the owl was fast on his heels, hooting and squawking to alert the group of his direction. Eloise transformed into an eagle and picked up Jortha to pursue as well. The last to fall in battle was the halfling sorcerer who was running along the river of lava. Liam came charging up to the disciple and pushed her with all of his might, launching her into the flowing lava to burn away. And so, Faab Five, while Apollyon is unsuccessfully searching for the Javelin of Lightning, one of two weapons he had thrown in that battle, the bulk of your group is still up at the outer wall of Preslore's keep. Vaukan is still calling out in vain for Grood to come back, while Eloise and Jortha are currently flying towards Jareth, whose squawking is reverberating and echoing throughout the entire chamber you're currently in. The last time Jareth had seen the red-skinned tiefling with the glaive, he had ducked into the same tunnel you all entered through when you found the cavern not long ago. But before we can do anything else, a question comes to each of your minds. And the question is, if your character had the chance to rename the party with no questions asked, what would it be? And Eloise, what was your answer one more time?
Um, well, the first thing that popped into my head was the Dream Crushers, but that sounds kind of sad and mean. But true.
Well, you're possibly crushing somebody's dream. Who knows? Let's go clockwise. So, blood from a stone. How about you?
I don't know. My brother and I used to call ourselves the Desert Desperados when we were young, but we're not in the desert, so that wouldn't really work. I don't know. Blood and the Pips. How about that?
Blood in the Pips. Interesting. Okay. Apollyon, what you got?
I wouldn't change a goddamn thing. I love it.
Yeah.
He did come up with the name in the first place.
It's true. He really did. Okay. I like it. Liam, you're next.
Well, I've been thinking about that. I think what would be appropriate would be Liam and the Loud Ones. And once I find a hairstyle that, people can recognize finally, maybe they start recognizing the name Liam as well.
Matching hairstyles. God, I don't... Actually, I do kind of want to see that. Somebody draw that for me, please.
Fuck no.
What
Hey.
if we don't have hair?
What's a tabaxi? He's covered in fur. He doesn't need
They're
Hairstyles.
Well, I'm more or less just meant my hairstyle is not extreme enough yet, but, if that's how you guys took it, that sounds cool too.
Okay, Veil, you're last up. What you got?
I think Veil in the Horde sounds has a nice ring to it.
Well, you do definitely have that horde. Which, by the way, after being told to grab, had kind of migrated up since it never really got any other orders.
Oh shit.
And currently, all of them are currently grabbing one of the dead bodies of the Shadow
perfect.
Monks.
He was gonna grab him anyway.
Then they're gonna follow my lead, toss it into the lava. Oh yeah.
Well, the last thing they were told to do is grab. So that's what
Right.
they've been doing. They've just been wandering about grabbing every turn. And the last thing they saw that they could get to was the body of that dead monk. So, which is a human woman. And they're all just latched onto her right now. But,
Excellent.
okay, Fab Five. As I said, you are all still standing in the massive chamber that holds the ancestral keep of the Preslore family line. I'll remind you all that you had woken up early that morning in Morag. You traveled into the depths, spoke with the Red Guard captain, and then traveled for 8 hours to arrive at your current location. You have no real way to tell time in the Underdark, but at a guess, it's probably getting to be later in the evening. You've all still got the adrenaline of battle flowing through you right now, but it won't be too terribly long before fatigue starts fitting in. But before that, we're still in turn order. You're chasing after the tiefling that has managed to escape. So, Liam, being that you are at the top of turn order with a 24 initiative, what are you doing?
Finishing off with this girl that is melting in the lava. I look to the other side and I see only zombies and then a light. So I'm gonna run towards the light. 55 to right about there. And another 55 to right about there. And I can see Vaukan and Apollyon now, but that's about all I can do with my turn here.
Okay, fair enough. So running over there across the field, passing Preslore's tall, 50-foot tall wall, you do eventually come to the site where you see 3 of the monks a dwarf, a tabaxi, and another human. The human that's lying there on the ground has a trident sticking out of its belly that's just sticking up in the air, and she's kind of laying flat like that. You do recognize that as Apollyon's trident.
Right. Okay.
And that's it for your turn.
Yep. About all I can do right now.
Okay. Next in turn order is Jortha, who's currently being held by the eagle Eloise. She's kind of holding her about 5 feet up off the ground, and they're just soaring in that general direction. But she is just going to go ahead and hold her action. If she's dropped in a place that she can attack the guy with the glaive, that's what she's going to do. Blood still hates the name Preslore.
I do.
I love it.
I do. I can't stand that he went with that shit.
Okay.
Elvis Preslore. God damn it.
Well, next off in turn order is Grood. So y'all ain't going to hear me for a second.
It's my... Oh.
You can't change canon, bitch.
Yeah, Grood, for his part, has been hiding in the darkness, keeping...
Let's hope he actually is
back
talking
to the
them.
wall. Somewhere beyond here.
I got a friend.
I left him on the edge of the
now.
map.
I got a
but
friend listed. She's like, I
he's a
totally
bit
couldn't hear
farther.
that guy the whole time. And I was like, I know. He admitted.
Well, can she hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Anyway, so Grood is skulking off in the shadows, hiding. He can move 45 feet, I think.
What's up?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, you guys, you came halfway into whatever statement you were just making, so.
It's because I have to use shift for multiple functions, so you'll occasionally hear me. Just let me get through this real quick, and then I'll let you know it's your turn.
You're good, bud.
You're on deck. So
I
Vaukan
figured.
goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 feet right there. 5, 10, 15, 20, runs
Lily,
right past
she's
the
talking to
javelin.
me.
25,
Funny.
30, 35, 40, 45. He is right down there at the edge. He is going to teleport 60 more feet. No, actually he's not. He can see just fine where he's at. He is going to do another stealth check just to see where he's at. He still has the pass without a trace on. So that is a 23 plus 10 for the pass without a trace. So he is currently
I don't
at
have my
a
full
30,
vision for some reason.
I'll check that here in a second. So he
You
does
only got like 30 feet, it shows.
Yeah.
action to hide.
I guess I could still see your vision. You might want to get
Yeah, I
rid of
think
it.
that's just supposed to be the torch that he lit.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that is
torch.
that torch. I forgot.
Yeah,
I
that
was
is
like,
the
wait,
torch.
why can I see Veil? I was like, I couldn't see him before.
Yeah, I'm glad he lit it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have much of a direction.
There, you should have 90 now. It does not like 90 feet for some reason, so it keeps reverting.
It should
back
be
to 60.
120, right?
No, you get an extra 30 with the goggles.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
didn't
if
think-
you
I thought it was-
if you didn't have
that was an
dark
extra
vision, it gives
60.
you 60, and I think it gives you an extra 30 if you do.
Correct.
No, well, I'm reading off of Roll20. It says, while wearing these dark lenses, you have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. If you already have dark vision, wearing the goggles increases its range by 60 feet.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Sweet. Shit, I wonder if that means if I get them, once I get my next level, I'll have 150 feet.
Seriously, everybody should get them. They're fucking great.
Yeah.
Can I put some on top of mine and then I'll get double vision?
I haven't really gotten to use it in that one shot you're doing, Kyle. But yeah, my Twilight Cleric, he has 300 feet of dark vision. It's absurd. You'll never use it. But they gave it to him. That class.
Yeah, that's weird. What the hell are we thinking of that grants an extra 30?
I think maybe when I was talking to you about
maybe because I
Umbral Sight,
Oh,
Gives
you
me
know
an
what
extra
that
30.
is? I think that's one of my beers. I think
thought
the
it was-
Kenku blend gives you an extra 30, and
Okay.
that's what we were talking about.
Maybe.
So
Maybe that's what we're thinking of.
actually, you should have 180 because drows start with 120.
Only full drow.
He's a half drow.
Oh, he's a
Have
half elf.
superior dark vision, which is I think 60.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Anyway,
regular dark vision.
What are you doing, Blood?
anyway, it is Blood from
Oh.
a Stone's turn finally. So
I get some at level 3 for Ranger, but we'll talk about that later. I mean, I guess I see everybody going to the south, so he'll move to the south. And he can just, since they're flying, so yeah, he'll just do his little feline agility to get up at least 60, but he doesn't. I'm not gonna go any further than that right this very second because I don't know where anybody went. I'm just going off. I saw Eloise take off this way,
okay.
so I'm not gonna just run blindly since I'm squishy. But I will hold a shot with my crossbow if I see anything come within range.
Okay, that's it for Blood. Next up, we have Vaukan's turn. He looks towards the group that's heading to the south. He has no clue where the tiefling went, but he can figure out if all of you are going that direction. That's probably where he went to. He's going to call out, "If y'all go follow the tiefling, I'm going to see if I can find Preslore. I'll stay here and watch out for Grood too. Y'all be careful now." For his action, he's going to turn into an owl and fly up here. Owls, I believe, have like 60 feet of flying, or is it 80? Let's see here. He'll turn into a giant owl because he can. Yeah, 60 feet.
He's circle of the land just like Eloise, right?
Yeah, so it's his action to
Okay.
do that.
I didn't know if he was like Moon and had other things he could turn into or not.
No.
Right, but
I couldn't
it
remember.
is also 50 feet up.
Yeah, so at an angle, he's going to be flying upward. He'll end up probably right about here. And he will use the rest. That was his movement. That was his action. So he is just going to be flying there because he has no bonus action. So you can all see Vaukan transformed into a giant owl and is currently flying up over the Preslore's wall. Eloise, it's now your turn, and you are a giant eagle holding
Yes.
Jortha. So what are you doing?
I am going to keep flying as fast as I can towards Jareth.
Well, Jareth is making a terrible racket. You probably can't see him because he's more than 60 feet away, but you can hear him in the general direction of the south.
Yes. And eagles have was it proficiency when they're
Hearing and
tracking with hearing?
yeah, it's either hearing or vision. I don't remember which.
I think it's both. Hang on.
Yeah.
Owls are
Things both,
definitely
Jareth
vision
has-
based.
Jareth has the
Giant
same.
eagle. Advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. Never mind. Okay. Cool. That's fine. I still have pretty great perception though, so
Yep,
not
so
as
what
good
are
as
you doing?
Blood's. Yeah, I'm just running toward or flying as fast as I can towards where I hear Jareth.
You can see a gigantic column of stone kind of between you and where you're hearing all the hoots and the howls right now, directly to the
Okay.
south of you. That's what that is. I'm just letting you know what it is.
Okay. And then Giant eagles have, is it 80 feet? Pretty sure it's 80
Yep,
feet.
80 feet.
Okay, cool. So, oop, 10. Oh god, the eagle doesn't have the dark vision on it. Okay, that's fine.
I can fix that for you.
Yes, okay. 10, 20.
There you go.
Aha, thank you. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I can see Jareth. 80. Yeah, but the map ends, so I don't
Yeah,
know
so-
if I.
So here's what you can see from
Okay.
that point. Just using your movement to get to that point, you're looking
Mhm.
out. Basically, another 40 feet ahead of you is a sheer cliff wall that goes up and rounds out the other side of this gigantic cavern. About 35 feet to your west, you can see the dark hole that was the tunnel that all of you had exited to come into this chamber initially. You can see it on the map represented by just a black line over there
Mhm.
where I have that arrow pointing.
Yeah.
But that's where it is. It's about 40 more feet in front of you, back from where you currently are, because this only goes about 20 feet down, but it's 40 feet down. And that's where the tunnel is. Okay?
Okay.
You do not see the tiefling at all. You just see Jareth flying there, right where he is right now, hooting and howling as he was.
Okay. How big's the tunnel?
The tunnel itself was about 10 feet by 12 feet. So 10 feet wide by 12 feet tall. It was not the largest tunnel in the world, but
I was gonna say a giant eagle probably can't fit in there. Because it doesn't say what my wingspan is.
It doesn't say what your wingspan is. It does say you're a large beast. I'm
Mhm.
going to say that folding your wings down, you could easily fit through it. Your full outstretched wings, possibly not.
She does have a
Um,
passenger.
I'd like to think of a giant eagle's like a friggin' F-16, just that size. And then, but F-16 obviously
Well,
can't fold it.
if we're going by token size, that's 10 feet across.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So-
a regular sized eagle can have like a 6 to 7 foot with wingspan. So
According
giant eagle, probably not.
according to d20srd.org, a typical giant eagle stands about 10 feet tall and has a wingspan of up to 20 feet.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So there you go.
All
We're
right.
going to use that.
Cool. So then, I'm gonna use my action to get us yeah, I'm gonna use my action to get as close to, basically at the entrance here. I'm gonna drop Jortha off.
Okay.
So wait, how far was that? I was here. So 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my other 40 to go and try and
Well, remember,
direct people back.
I did say that this area is 20 feet longer than what the map currently is. If you want to get her right up to it, it would give you would have to use another 20 feet.
Okay, so then
If you want to
Hang
drop her off 20 feet away from it, you're fine.
no, I'll drop her off right at it. So what did I say? It took me what?
So it took you a total of 60 feet to get to the point where you could drop off Jortha directly in front of the tunnel.
Okay, cool. So then I can do 80. So I can get there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna eventually, with my turn, start heading back towards the others so
Okay.
that I can help
So you fly down and drop Jortha off right at the edge of that tunnel. She lands in a crouch, and you go flying as fast as you can back towards your friends.
Mhm.
Apollyon.
She
What
was
do you-
holding an action, by the way.
She was holding an action to attack anyone that was directly there. She
Ah.
dropped, and she did look around, but you do see as you're flying away, you look back to look at her, and she looks up at you and shakes her head. She does not see the tiefling right there.
Okay.
Because he was not directly on the other side.
Oh wait, she doesn't have dark vision, does she?
Yeah, she does.
No, she's a half
elf.
elf.
Okay,
She
thank
has,
God.
yeah.
All right.
So
Phew.
my turn.
Yes, it is still your turn.
All right. I
She's
still
right
want to
there.
look for my javelin a little bit better since I rolled so poorly last time.
He's right there.
Is Jeremy in the initiative?
Huh. I do not see
It
Jeremy.
doesn't show me in there.
16 on investigation.
I was before Apollyon, I know that.
I don't have a book, but I had everything mapped out in a notebook, but I don't have it
Yeah,
with
that's
me.
weird. I don't know why you aren't in there.
Oh, you just put me in there.
Jareth made the cut.
Well, it's fine. Go. We'll do Apollyon, and then we'll do you afterwards. We'll say you are what, at 12, maybe. I don't know. We'll give you a 10. That way you're after Eloise.
I think Vale was before me.
Oh, was he?
I think so. He had 14, I believe.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
But we'll do you next, Vale. Go ahead, Apollyon. You're looking for the javelin. Where are you looking for the javelin? Where you currently are standing on the map?
Yeah, I mean the area that I can see in.
Okay, in the 60 feet that you can see in. Got it. You begin walking around, looking, and the area that you can see. Your keen eyes are skulking around, looking everywhere. You can see the piles of stone. You can see the bigger piles that Blood from a Stone was hiding behind previously. You do not, however, see your javelin. It is not in this area that you're currently looking.
Crouching in a manly fashion, please, not hiding.
Hey, whatever.
All
Blood,
right,
we lost your
I'll start
camera,
moving
by the way.
towards the south.
Okay, that was your action to search, so you still have movement and bonus action.
All right, move down here.
Okay.
I don't think I have another bonus action unless you'll let me search again.
I'll let you do a cursory search with a bonus action. So it's not like an in-depth look, but it's basically a glance around.
Yeah, I just try to move and expand my vision.
Yep, absolutely.
You may roll again, or
Yeah, yes, go ahead and roll one more time.
Oof.
Yeah, you're looking around in that area, trying to find the javelin. Nothing. Even you don't see any shadows that it could be behind. There are a couple big boulder patches, but that's really about it. Maybe it's behind one of them.
I knew I threw it in this area somewhere.
Okay, Vale, go ahead.
All right. Vale's going to move 30 feet.
You are still holding that torch, too, by the way.
Correct. And Jareth can still see the monk, correct?
You can make a perception check with Jareth if you want to.
I'll do that on his turn.
On his turn.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to. I can see Apollyon.
I will remind you that the last thing Jareth did see was the tiefling going down the tunnel. That's what he saw his last turn.
All right. I just for some reason I thought Jareth was right on him. Like that's what I remember saying. But if he could probably get away from him, is that what happened?
Well, what happened?
The monk got away from Jareth.
What happened that you saw is you made your movement over to there. You saw the. Let's see. Let me see here.
He just ended a stun.
He was before you. So what you saw was him heading down in that direction and go into the tunnel. That was the last thing that Jareth saw on his turn. He went flying down towards the tunnel, but he did not have enough movement to continue on in that direction. Remember I said at the end of it that he had gotten off the map itself completely? I had just left him where he was for a reference from where he left.
Okay. All right, then I guess I'll just use the rest of. I'll use a bonus action to command the undead to head towards Jareth's sound and search for the monk.
Okay.
So they could. I don't have vision on them, but I mean I can see them, but I can't see anything around them besides the light from the lava. But if you want to move them, they're 40 feet with dash. Okay, I could just do that. Actually, you know what? I forgot about the hole. I'm going to command them to go pick up the hole. Are they able to do that?
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to pick up the hole.
Okay.
I mean, it's just an inanimate object on the ground.
Yeah.
You can even tell them to get in and have the skeleton pick it up.
You could.
Yeah. All right. So I'll have them
try picking it up if they don't fall in.
Well, now they have 20 feet of movement. Here.
I'd say about right there. All right. Well, that's their command. They're gonna be doing that, and then with my action, I think I'm just gonna have to sprint or dash. So I'll move another 30 feet. And I'm just going to yell out into the dimness, Grood, get out here, you fucking coward. And if anybody could hear me in the Faab Five, they realize this is probably the second time in their lives that they heard Veil swear. He usually doesn't stoop to that. The first time I remember in game actually swearing was when we met Eloise and she used Thunder Wave on those giants, and he was so taken aback by what just happened, and he said, "What the fuck was that?" That was the only other time Vale ever swore on in game.
I like it.
And that's my turn.
And I'm sure everyone could hear you. It's a wide open chamber underground. Your sound vibrates. It echoes. So they definitely heard you.
Wow, swamp mouth.
Okay. Next up, we come to the tiefling's turn because he is next in order. So y'all ain't gonna hear me for a second.
That's funny.
Well,
It's us sitting when I was talking
Actually,
about how
maybe it's
Matt couldn't
more
hear us
like
before.
right there.
Or nobody could hear. My friend was messaging me saying, he's like, yeah, he had to come back and say, Jesus, Bish, shut up. I've tried to talk. I started laughing.
Okay, movement, he's going to go right there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That is his movement. As his bonus action, he's going to be drinking a potion of healing. Because he ain't doing too great right now. He has a potion of moderate healing. And a moderate healing does 3d4 plus 3. So let's see what he gets. That's an 11. So we gained
Joe, there's going to be so much cat hair in your son's blanket. Just a warning.
Okay.
The box I'm keeping all the squares in,
was that?
my cat loves to
Movement
sleep on.
bonus action.
Yeah.
His
He
action.
has a cat that sleeps
He
with
is
him. It's long
holding
hair, so it's not gonna.
He's
bug
holding an
anything.
attack to throw
And
darts.
it's like 25.
He's specifically looking for
25 to 30
the
pound
owl
cat.
he
So
heard
yeah, it's,
hooting and
he's got
howling,
plenty of hair.
following
I have no
him.
idea how
He
long
knows that
Samwise
owl
is,
was there.
or
He
how much
heard
he weighs,
swooshing.
but
So anything,
Both those
anyone
cats
that
are
comes
fluffy as
down
shit,
that
yeah.
corridor, he's going to be throwing something at. He has a, let's see, what is his vision range?
I had to trim his butt fluff today. He was not impressed with me.
Okay. So there we go.
I wonder if chat can hear us.
They can.
No,
Oh yeah, they can.
start talking about butt fluff.
Okay. It
The
is
reality of owning a cat.
It is Jareth's turn in initiative order. So what are you doing with Jareth?
So, from what I mean, I don't know if I explained it right, but I thought he was going to basically continue to follow, and he's got a pretty long fly speed, especially if he's dashing. But I guess we'll just from here. I will make it clear that he's going to continue to follow and look for the monk if he can. Right now, if he could pick it up.
Yeah, you like I said, you do know he went in the tunnel. You do have enough movement to reach the tunnel and get there. Let's see, what is your fly speed for an owl?
60.
Well, it says 60, so
60.
120.
Yeah, that's why he's not been able to follow. The monk's speed is just more.
Okay.
That's why he's not completely on him like you thought he was. The monk just has a higher movement speed.
Okay. So,
but anyway, you can reach the tunnel entrance within let's see, 5, 10, so within 30 feet of your movement.
Okay, so he's going to go through that tunnel entrance, and does he see the monk?
If you go just to the edge of it, he does not. If you fly,
he's going to go through the entrance.
Okay, so
I don't know where it is.
So what I'm doing is I'm going to be moving you.
Oh, okay, I see.
So now you should be able to see Jareth. Yes.
Yep.
And you can see the tunnel ahead of you. The rest of your group, I just kind of put you on the map in the blank space just so you have some vision, but you cannot see what he sees. But it doesn't matter because you're not here anyway. So you've used 30 feet of movement. You have the remaining amount of your movement to keep going. You can do so at your leisure.
How tall is this tunnel?
It's 10 by 12. 12 feet tall, 10 feet wide.
All right. So I guess he will go, he could see is that the monk, the tiefling monk from here?
Can you see him with your vision?
Yes.
Then yes, you can see him.
Okay. So what he's going to do is 30 feet got him there.
So you're at about 40 feet of movement, right where your token currently is.
Yep. 40. Okay. 50. So he's going to stay right about here.
Okay. The moment Jareth flies in range, he was holding his action for one specific thing. He heard the hooting, he heard the flying, he knew he was being followed by Jareth. He was holding his action to to attack Jareth.
Mhm.
So let me pull this up real quick. He is
gonna
throwing
murder an owl.
2 darts.
Oh,
Well, that's
yeah.
21 and a 17, so I assume the 21 hits.
I think they both hit.
Yeah.
I think his owl's got maybe 11.
So 7 piercing damage on the first one, and another 7
No.
on the second one.
So with the first dart, he just poofs into. I like to think like if you were to stoke a fire, the embers of the fire, the coals, it lets off that the flickering embers. Just a very faint, poof sound, and a few embers flutter away, and then disappear into the dark.
And then that second dart goes flying through that space where Jareth was, clinging into the ceiling, and it drops somewhere out off into the darkness. But Jareth is no more. The last thing that Veil sees on his turn is the owl flying in that tunnel, swooping around, seeing the tiefling down that corridor, and then seeing a dart flying up towards the owl's face.
All right.
Okay. Are you all back on the Preslore Keep page?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. We are up to Liam's turn. What are you doing, Liam? I cannot hear you if you're saying anything.
Yeah, you cut out, bud.
Still can't hear you.
Still can't hear you, bud.
Can't hear you, Peach.
God, what is that from? Still can't hear you.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
She's always mumbling against the glass. He's like, can't hear you, Peach.
Yeah, that's why it sounds so familiar. My son used to love watching that show.
Yeah, I remember you guys said that the other night.
Kyle, you with
remember
us
going
yet?
to see that in theaters. My sister laughed out loud and slapped the stranger she was sat beside in the face twice because she laughed and went like that, and she slapped him twice.
Oh my god,
And he was
that would be
asleep
so
both
pissed off.
times.
What the hell?
It's Canada. Everyone said sorry.
Yeah.
No, the man
But
was pretty
It's in that cute little Canadian. Sorry. They gotta. Oh, there he goes.
Kyle, you with us?
He dropped out. He might be trying to come back.
Did we get him back?
Kyle?
Is he back?
He's back in our voice chat, but
I see his camera moving, his head moving on camera.
Yeah.
I hear him talking. Or I see his lips talking, but
Can't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, there you are.
Yeah.
All right. Did you get anything that I said there?
Not a
No.
damn thing.
All right.
Not a one word.
As I'm passing Apollyon and seeing him sniffle around for a truffle like a boar, I'm going to shout at him, "They're getting away! What are you doing, Polly?" And you probably hear that it's kind of like the Doppler effect as I'm flying by 110 feet per round.
I need my weapon.
but
Not
that's all
that
I
damn
can.
trident either.
That's all I can do with my turn. So I'm there. My turn's over. I've moved 110 feet.
Awesome. Poor Apollyon, missing 2 weapons right now. Okay, Jortha's turn is next. She is right there at the entrance to the tunnels, so y'all can't really see what is happening, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. She moves up 5, 10, 15,
Bye, Jortha.
20, 25,
Did Jortha see
30.
Jareth go poof?
She
No,
did
sorry.
not.
Is
It was outside his vision. He did not see it. Or outside her
Well,
vision.
I thought Jortha was a girl. Oh, okay. it
But
is.
she would have. I mean, we all, both me and her, would notice that all of a sudden Jareth is quiet.
She is, and that's actually why she's moving up into the tunnel. She moves up about 30 feet. She has herself at the ready, and she's looking, trying to find this guy. And moving up, she does see him. You hear her call out, "I see him! He is over here! Everyone, come!" Even those of you in the back, probably Vale didn't hear that. He's a little far away, but quite a few of you, I'm sure, did.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Let me see here. What can she do?
nothing.
I'm trying to decide if Jortha is reckless as fuck or not.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically what I'm trying to decide.
How do you normally feel after you regain consciousness?
Reckless.
Honestly, no. In this circumstance, like I'm sitting here trying to think about what she would do from her perspective, and she has multiple times been gone down. She is still quite a bit hurt. She ran ahead to see this, saw it, is using the last 15 feet of movement, 5, 10, 15 to go right there. She is going to
How desperate is she for the glaive?
vary, but she also doesn't want to face this alone because she's taken. It was who she went down from, so she's going
We
to
got you, Jorthy.
spend 1 key point to. She's going to go ahead and take patient defense, and she is just going to hold her action.
Does she have a witty remark?
Oh, she used her free action to yell for all of you to hurry the
Fair
fuck
enough.
up. That's what she did. Okay. Next, we're coming to Grood, so you're still not going to hear me. Grood, from his position, is taking a
Oh, that
watchful
punk ass shows up
to the
next to
side.
me.
He's very curious about this group.
I have a feeling he's way ahead of us.
Yeah, he's probably not anywhere near us.
He's not sure about this group.
He's got
Who
like
they is, why they showed up with Liam.
What was his name in the
or
Captain
Bruce,
America
his
movie?
old-
Red Skull. He's got his escape route with just like the.
Anyway, he's kind of waiting and watching at this point. Wants to see what these guys are going to do. He is going to pop a Cure Light Wounds potion. He has one of those. So he's going to do that. Okay, Blood, it's up to you. What are you doing?
Well, he's just gonna move towards the entrance there. So 1, 2, 6, 7, 6. And it's 30. And I guess just the down here is where the tunnel is.
Yeah, from the
Right.
edge of the map, it's about 20 more feet, and that's where the tunnel entrance is.
I guess he'll just get up here with Eagle or Owl. What I can't remember what she was.
I'm an eagle.
With Eagle Eloise, and he's just gonna hold his freaking crossbow shot again, and wait for everybody, and then we'll enter the tunnel together, SWAT style.
Okay. That's it for their turn. Vaukan is on top of the wall. None of you can really see what he's doing, so y'all don't get to know. He transforms out of the giant owl form and lands on there. He goes running up to
I think he
Preslore,
takes way too much pleasure in
Who-
excluding us from this stuff.
who oddly enough survived all 3 of his fucking death saves right in a row. It was ridiculous. That happened on the first session of this battle. So Vaukan is going to, let's see. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and pump a Cure Wounds at level 1.
Brand new blue ball.
6 points of healing to that guy. And with that, the dwarf coughs up some blood as the wound in his chest begins to close up a little. And he opens his eyes and looks up at Vaukan. And that's his turn. Eloise, you're up next.
Yes. Okay. I am going
Is it me?
to.
Oh, sorry, Veil. It's your turn.
Veil,
Yes.
yes.
Veil.
Sorry.
Good call.
All right. Vale is going to yell to Apollyon, meet me halfway, and he's going to run 30 feet towards Apollyon. Oh, actually, Apollyon, what's his movement speed? 30?
No, he's got
40.
more.
40.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. Barbarian shit.
And I'm going to hold my action to cast Dimension Door when Apollyon gets within or next to me at his 40 feet of movement.
Okay, I like it. Holding Dimension
And
Door.
then, the bonus action, those guys should have on this turn they'd be able to grab the portable hole, and then for my bonus action, I'm going to command them to continue down the tunnel with the rest of the party.
So zombies action, fold up the whole movement 30 in that direction. Yeah?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
are they folding it up and holding on to it? Are they just like all walking around it like a bunch of people around a trampoline?
Ooga chaka. I would say they're just one of them is gonna grab it, or maybe they all will. They're not gonna fold it up. I don't think they have the dexterity to fold it up.
They're just going to drag the open hole with them.
Well, they're gonna kind of crumple it up like a bed sheet, or that.
I'm imagining old school firefighters with a trampoline to catch somebody jumping out the window here.
You might be onto something in the future, though.
Oh my god! In like daycare and like summer camps, did you guys ever have that rainbow thing and everyone had to hold it and you go up and down that thing?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Play popcorn with that shit,
So-
right?
Yes.
I'm thinking it more of the fitted sheet, because nobody knows how to fold those, so they kind of do what they can and fold it over a little bit, and then they're going to continue. I would say that's probably an action to do that, so they won't get a dash.
Yeah.
Oh, the fitted sheets, you just got a ranger roll.
5.
You fold the corners, like the corner, you fold the top over and fold the bottom up, and then fold them in half, and then you roll.
Okay, let's all just agree there's no need to fold them because they go on your bed or they get thrown away.
But anyway, so they grab it up and they're able to move a little bit.
And I kind of reiterate to Apollyon, we'll come back for your javelin. He didn't find it yet, right?
No.
Okay. I'll let him know. We'll come back for the javelin. Let's get the glaive.
Okay. Well, now it's
Apollyon
Eloise's turn.
looks around, like trying to make a choice, like shifts his head back and forth.
But it is Eloise's turn. So, Eloise, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna drop my giant eagle form because it's too big to fit in the tunnel.
Fair enough. Poop.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna start running ahead into the tunnel.
Okay.
All 30 feet.
So, get 30 feet will get you right to the edge inside the tunnel. So, I'm going to show you briefly what you can see. You see there? That's where yours currently are. You can, with your 30 feet of movement, you can see Jortha a little ahead of you in a defensive position, but that's really kind of about it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try to whisper to Jortha, far ahead.
And she just, because she can't really do much when it's not her turn, you see her head move up that way and, the direction up ahead.
She can't even give me like. Okay, never mind. That's good. We're good. Moving on.
You know basically where they are. Okay, Apollyon, your turn.
All right. After hearing Vale call out, I'll like kind of shake my head a couple times and go, "Oh, damn it!" and like run towards him. And as I get close, I'll start taking big, long strides until I crash into Vale with a big hug.
So as soon as he gets within 5 feet, I see his arms coming out to embrace me in a hug, and I just immediately cast Dimension Door, and he kind of falls into this dimensional space, and we, within a millisecond, appear to, I'd like to say right on the other side of Jortha from where Jareth came in. I'm not Jortha. I'm sorry. The Tiefling monk.
Okay. So you're aiming into the tunnel itself? My
yes.
question is, are you coming to like the mouth of the tunnel? Or are you wanting to get as far into the tunnel as you possibly can?
So my vision of it is they literally go not as far into the tunnel, but right to the other side of the Tiefling monk. So Jareth came in from one way, and Jareth stopped about 10 feet from the monk. I want to appear on the other side of him, put Apollyon right next to the monk, and then I will be right behind Apollyon.
By the description, it looks like you don't necessarily need to see where you're going, but
yeah, that's
you
what
can't
I'm
say
reading right now.
On the other side of the monk that you can't see, because although you can describe next to the monk, you see what I'm saying?
All right.
Well, here's what you can do. So this is what I'm going to allow.
Okay.
You saw in your mind through the last vision Jareth gave approximately where that monk is. You're aiming there. You know that the tunnel goes off in one direction because you have gone through it. So what I want you to do is you're going to make an intelligence check, pure intelligence check. If you can get the DC exactly right, you're going to appear right there next to him. If you're off by a little bit, you're going to get somewhere close to that. If you roll a nat 1, you're probably going to end up in a wall.
Okay. All right.
So that's how this is
roll
going to
one.
work.
Don't roll one. 19.
Here is Vale's brains at work. Ready? 7.
Oh.
I'm going to use my last lucky point.
Better lucky than good. That's what I always say.
Gonna be an 8. Watch it.
Do it.
Don't you dare put that curse on me, blood.
Don't you?
20.
Hey!
Oh.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby?
Don't you put that evil on me?
Okay, so
You keep that bad juju to yourself.
So the DC for this that I set in my head was extremely high because that's a lot of memory to remember exactly where he was in relative position to you. That's trigonometry shit right there. Veil?
That was my best subject.
Necthros Veil is pretty fucking good with trig or calculus or whatever this math is. I'm not good at math, so I can't say for certain. But what I can say for certain was that I decided that the DC to get exactly right behind him was going to be a 22. You made a 20, which is pretty fucking good. So, Apollyon and Veil disappear from their space in the cavern. And as Apollyon reforms, his arms going right around Necthros Veil, your eyes open with that giant bear hug to see this. There, crouched, not far away from where you are, is the tiefling Kata.
Crouched? Are they trying to hide?
They did not hide that round. They're basically just preparing themselves
To get kicked in the ass.
Yeah, it's still your turn,
Can
Apollyon.
I continue my momentum and do a goring rush?
I mean, that momentum was towards Veil to grab him in a hug. How much movement did you? How much movement did you have, and how much did you use?
He used 40.
I don't think I actually counted the squares, but I have 40. Oh, goring rush lets me do it if I dash anyway, so I can use my action to dash and then melee attack with a bonus action. If you'll allow it.
I'm trying to decide. Hold on a second.
If it's any consolation, Apollyon was in front of me when he was running at me, but then I was behind him, if that makes any sense, when we appeared. So I kind of switched positions.
It's only 5 feet. Yeah, I'll allow it. Why not?
All right, let's do this.
You can make your goring attack. Go for it.
And is he facing the other direction? Do I have advantage?
No, he was definitely facing directly down there. He was looking at Jortha at the time.
I'll attack recklessly to give myself advantage.
Go for it.
How do I click on this?
Are you raging?
I think my rage has dropped, actually.
Yeah, it did. Can you still do
15
reckless
to
attacks
hit.
when you're not raging?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
Okay, then yeah, you're fine.
15 to hit. Dang, that's a +9. That's a terrible roll.
Yeah, and it's not enough to do it. As you reappear there and just disengage from Veil and go charging towards him, he just twists and spins, and that cake flutters upward over your head, and like a matador, and you just miss him completely. Your horns smashing into the wall right there.
Ugh. Back here, punk.
Okay, that's your turn, I believe.
Do you have a bonus attack?
That was my bonus action.
Oh. Because your action was to dash. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have. Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, that way you can see him. Okay. Next in turn order, we have Kata, whose name is really weird. Why is that doing that? I don't know.
Yeah, the initiative order is not showing up for me.
Because we're on a different page. I think.
Probably because you're on a different page.
Yeah.
You should be able to pop it out again. Anyway, it is the monk's turn. And he just growls at you, Apollyon, and says, "Damn you all! What? Just get away from me!" He's using his bonus
Give us the glaive and we'll let you go.
Using his bonus action to disappear. All right, actually, hold on. You're still holding that that torch, so no, he can't.
Yep.
Okay, so no, he can't. Oh, let's see. What's he going to do instead? No, okay, so instead, as his bonus action, he's going to use Step of the Wind to disengage.
Disengage is its own thing. Step of the Wind is extra movement, so it's just one key point to disengage, but that's not move.
Well, Step of the Wind is you can spend one key point to take the disengage or dash action. So it's the same thing. It's always still Step of the Wind.
Oh, I always call them different things.
No,
But
not.
if it's the same thing, whatever.
Anyway, so
Same difference.
bonus action disengage. Movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Action. What's his action? Let's see. Bonus action, darkness, I think. Yeah. So 30 foot. 15-foot radius.
Awful quiet in this cave.
Yeah. We lost Kyle again. Oh, we lost him on video too.
I wish I had more bonus actions and reactions.
Yeah, if only I was 5 feet closer.
Wait a second. Did I get an attack of opportunity?
No, because he disengaged
No, he
his bonus
disengaged.
Oh, sorry.
He did monk shit.
Yep, he did monk shit. Okay, we are up to Liam's turn. Who is
He's out of chat and off video.
Oh shit.
I'd say just
Okay. Well, we'll skip him for the moment. It is Jortha's turn.
well, she's off the turn order too. It's weird. But we know she's there. There she is.
Okay. So Jortha's not going to do too much on her turn. She is going to be moving. Let's see. Her movement is 45 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. She moves and runs all the way up here, and as she stops around this bend, she looks back at you, Apollyon, and you, Veil, and she says, "I see nothing ahead but a black void."
Vale says, throw something into it. Take a couple shots.
Well, she will. Well, she can't because she used her action and movement already. So she is. That's it for her turn. We're going to go down to Blood from a Stone. Whenever Kyle gets back, we'll do his.
Hello?
He's back in chat.
Oh, you're back. You're back, Kyle.
Hello.
There
Okay.
we go.
Yep.
All right.
So we skipped over your turn, but I'm going to move you back
Okay.
to the map you're on. So go ahead, Liam. What are you doing?
Well, I've got a 55-foot dash that takes me down to the edge of the map. So I assume I'd probably just keep moving that direction, Leroy Jenkins style, because I'm the only one who doesn't know what's going on in here.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Leroy!
Okay, do you see yourself on the tunnel map now?
It's loading. Give me a second. Not the tunnel map. Oh, wait, no, tunnel map. It's loading. Okay, there it goes.
Okay, so you are where you're standing right now with 70 feet of movement.
Gotcha. 70 feet of movement. So I've got
Correct.
another 40 feet of movement. Let me get a little measure spot here. Damn, everything's moving so slow.
Hate it when that happens.
Yeah, I assume I'm just moving 40 more feet forward. I'll do it when I can. You guys go ahead and take your turns.
You want me to move you for you?
Please.
Okay, I moved you up 40 feet. Okay. Blood from a Stone. You've got about 25 feet of movement, 25 feet to get to the
After,
entrance
yeah.
of that. Yeah.
Wait, I'm right here.
Yeah,
Like
you're right
so, I mean,
there.
that
And the tunnel is 20 feet off of this map, as we've said. So you
Yeah, well,
have
then
5
I'll
feet
just-
of movement to get to the edge and 20 feet to get to the tunnel.
Then he'll just dash to get into, so that'll be 30 feet into the tunnel.
Okay, so right there where you are, that was 25 feet of
5,
movement.
10, 15, 20, 20. So if he's dashing there, but he still can't see anybody, so fuck it. He's going to bonus action dash again. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. So he's getting up here near Veil.
Okay.
That's all he can do.
Well, we're going to skip Vaukan's turn because pretty much everybody is in the tunnel now. So, Veil, it is your turn now.
All right. So, this, what is this right here? Is that a wall?
Yes, that
This
is
black
a wall.
void.
Mhm.
Okay, and is this a ledge or is
So,
this just?
no, this right here is the wall. You can just see a little bit beyond it.
Okay,
But
so
the gray stone
that's
is
just the tunnel wall.
Yeah, the gray stone there is the tunnel wall.
Okay. So when Veil gets to here, what is that ring? Is that darkness?
From right here, this purple that represents right there is just
Yep.
dark. You cannot see anything beyond that point, even with your dark vision.
So I could assume that it is a magical darkness.
It's probably a fairly good assumption.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go to right about here. That would be. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to move the darkness. I can only go to here. I mean, I highly doubt that this will do anything, but I have to try it. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire into this darkness to hopefully hit him.
You want to think it's a woman, but it's not.
The tiefling? No, that one
I don't
was
know
a man.
why, because I remember there were women fighters who were going against. I was like, wait, it's a woman. Why does everybody keep saying him? But no, it's a him.
Okay.
Okay,
So you're casting a 20-foot cube of fairy fire into the globe of darkness that you can see before you, hoping that it'll hit anything there. Where are you trying to aim this at?
All right, I'll show you in a second. I'm gonna pull up the 20-foot cube or 20-foot square. Just drag it onto here. All right. Right there.
Okay. So focusing your power, you focus the spell Fairy Fire and cast it towards that globe of darkness. You look, hoping to see some form of lights within there, but it's almost as if the globe of darkness absorbs any light that comes from there. You do not feel the spell take hold or anything like that.
Okay. So, I guess that's my action, and my bonus action. How far have the zombies come?
Oh, let me measure.
They have another 40 feet.
They have moved their 40 feet of movement. Haven't gotten very far. They are not to the tunnel entrance yet.
Okay. And I'm going to. That's it. My turn is over.
Vale wouldn't know this because he can't really see through their eyes or anything like this. But Jeremy knows that they have They have 70 feet of movement they still have to get to the entrance to the tunnel.
Okay. So we'll just say the next 2 rounds, it will take 2 rounds for them to be into the tunnel, so I don't have to
Yeah.
keep asking about them.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. That's it for you. Eloise, you're up next. Your friends are ahead of you. You can see them milling their way down the tunnel, but no sign of the glaive. And we cannot hear you.
There is no way for me to keep up with them. Not like this in here. And I don't want to leave Vaukan in case Scrooge shows up and tries to hurt him. So
Actually, didn't do Groot's turn.
Eloise is gonna turn back. Once she's out of the tunnel, she's gonna turn back into a giant eagle and fly 80 feet back towards Preslore's whatever mansion thingy.
Okay. Yeah, you can just turn right around and turn into the eagle and fly that direction. Let me pull that out for you. You should be able to control it, so move it where you need to.
Best.
So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,
So she
80.
Just take care of Daddy.
There's no way that I can keep up with you guys. There isn't.
Okay, is that it for your turn,
You're the
Eloise?
same speed as me.
Yeah, that's everything. That was action and movement.
Okay. Apollyon, you're up next. What are you doing?
Charging right ahead.
Then can anybody hear Koines?
Yeah, you said charging right ahead.
Check. You guys hear me?
That was real low. I could barely hear you on that.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you at all. If you're talking, Koines.
Yo.
Yeah, you're real low.
What the fuck?
Can't hear you, Peach.
Yo, can you guys hear me now?
Barely.
It's still really low.
Yeah, I don't get it. You were just fine a second ago. It's weird. Nope.
Not getting you at all.
I wonder if he just dropped. I think he just dropped out of the chat. Big dog?
I'm back.
He's back, but it's still low.
You know what?
That's weird.
I
So-
don't know if your headphones are similar to mine, but mine have like a little volume rotating wheel at the bottom that can get caught on your shoulder, and you may have just rotated your own volume of yourself all the way down.
All right, how about this? You guys hear me now?
Hey.
Getting
Yeah.
better.
That's getting better.
All right.
Still
yeah.
very, very quiet.
I turned him all the way up.
What the fuck?
All right.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. It's 8:30, so why don't we go ahead and take our break? That way, Koines can get figure out what's going on with his audio, and we'll pick up with him in about 10 minutes. So stay tuned, everybody. We will be right back.
Yes, sorry. When Coin said he had to refill his water bottle, I realized I hadn't taken my meds. And I can't take them without food, so I made toast.
Oh, good idea. Always good to take your meds. Okay, so when we last left off, it was Apollyon's turn. We figured out that he did move ahead towards the globe of darkness that is currently invading the space of this tunnel. Apollyon, you still have an action and a bonus action, so what are you wanting to do?
Okay, how far did I move? Let's see here. Okay, I moved 35. I guess I'll just step up one more square into the darkness, and I'll just start slashing out with my scimitar into the darkness.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks with your scimitar. You're making these at disadvantage because you can't see anything.
That's fine.
He's also
20.
not there. You miss. You swing as hard as you can, and you connect with nothing but air.
23.
23, same thing. You swing as hard as you can, but you don't seem to find any purchase on anything.
Okay, that's all I got.
Okay. That's it for Apollyon's turn. Next, we come to the Tiefling. He is going to, let's see. Y'all don't get to hear it. Yeah, he's running. Damn it. Oh, that's why. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. It's then going to use its bonus action to teleport. It's teleporting 60 feet. It's right there.
Did I drop out again, or is there no sound?
40,
No sound.
We're just not talking right now.
Okay, that is its
Scaring me,
movement, its
guys.
bonus action. For its action, it's going to dash, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 2 right there. Okay. Liam, it's your turn. Sorry for scaring you. I was talking to the audience. But it is your turn, so what would you like to do?
I accidentally clicked a weird button on my mouse. I can't find anything. Give me 1 second here. Come on. I had it a second ago. Hang on.
That's where the tiefling is, by the way.
Okay, there I am. Moving 55 feet this way. And then seeing the magical darkness and everybody stopping, not knowing what's past it. Use my action to dash up to here. And probably in a falling back into Big Brother role with Jortha, kind of say to her, mind your feet, control your breathing, remember your lessons. And that's all I'm going to say to her.
Okay. There's a lot of things going through Jortha's mind right now when Liam says this thing. She, oddly enough, actually keeps them to herself. In her head, she's thinking, fucking murdering, thieving bastard giving me advice on what to do, blah, blah, blah.
Who's a much better monk than you, blah, 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 blah.
Let's see. Yeah. Well, in all fairness, you met her when she was a novice. She's been training for what, a little over a year?
Yeah, less than me. That's why I'd slip back into that role.
Anyway, 5. I'm just fucking around. 5, 10, 15. Moving past Apollyon, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. She has 45 feet of movement, I believe. Yes, she does. She runs through the globe of darkness. You just all see her disappear. A moment later, you hear her voice. He is not on this side. It is safe to come through. She's going to use her action to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Doesn't this bitch know he can hide in darkness?
And that is her turn. For Grood's turn. You ain't gonna hear me again. Grood watched the entire party run down that tunnel. A moment later, Eloise turned around, came running out of the tunnel, shifted into an eagle, and goes flying up into the air. He's watching this. Scowling a little bit, he's going to move up from his position. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, right there. Action, dash, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You can see Grood on top of the tower there. Let's see here. Yeah, he's not gonna have. He's gonna have just enough movement to teleport up there. He's going to be right there, hiding in the shadow, crouched down, watching. Grood has been hearing this entire time Vaukan yelling out, constantly calling for him. He wants to know why. And so he's stopping and he's watching on the edge of the tower there as Vaukan is patching up this dwarf. So that's it for that turn. Okay, Blood from a Stone. You're up next.
Let's see here. 5, 10, 16, 20, 25. That's 30 to get here, and then I guess would I be able to see the edges of that darkness?
Oh, yeah.
5, 10, 15. He can get up to just the edge of it, so he's kind of like maybe even like one arm in, one arm out with his action or bonus action, and then I'm just gonna say, if anything, shit. Well, no, because I could end up just stabbing Apollyon.
Well,
You know what?
Jorthith said that it's clear.
Yeah, well, yeah, but this guy can hide in shadow, remember? So, who knows? He could just be there and she can't see him because he hid in the shadow. So I'm going to make it as an action dash, and I'm going to just where I'm at, he's going to bonus action to hide himself, like here on the edge of it, just in case she wants to be smart and try and poke through and stabby. So that is a 31 to hide here on the edges of the darkness.
Yeah, you're standing on the edge of the darkness, but nobody can see you standing there. You are one with the night.
I had to get one of those in. I had to make myself feel good about something. So that's his turn.
Okay. We're going to skip Vaukan's turn for now because nobody can really see him to know what he's doing. He's still working on the dwarf, patching him up, and speaking with the dwarf. getting a few words here and there, but not hearing a
I
whole lot.
thought Eloise went back.
Yeah, but she's not there yet.
But her turn's not up for a bit.
Veil, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I'm going to 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and action dash 35, 40, 60. Give me right here. And then as a bonus action, I will hold on. I don't think I have my full vision here. I don't have my full vision here.
Okay.
It could be because we're on a different map and. Dun, 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 dun.
There, now can you see?
I guarantee
Yep,
this
I can
guy's
see it.
hidden. We're all gonna get fucked here in a second.
Bonus action, I'm going to just teleport 30 feet.
Okay. Misty step.
Yeah, is it 30 feet?
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know why that seems like that's not that far.
Because it really
But,
isn't. Misty
yeah.
step is less of a long distance spell. It's more of a get me out of here real quick spell.
Yeah.
Works great
Or
escape.
get through these bars, or
Yeah, exactly.
Since it's only verbal, they can have your hands tied up and you can just boom. So
Yep. All right. And the zombies are one round closer to coming into the cave.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, Eloise. Your turn next, so let me move everyone to the other map.
I'm sorry that I'm
It's
making
okay.
us toggle between these two maps.
It's all good.
All right, so
You're gonna
ahead.
break my computer, but it's fine.
I'm sorry. 10, 20,
oh
30,
shit. I guess I also
40,
just see a shitload of zombies just fly into
50.
frame. Down here at the bottom of the map.
Put Eloise over here. Oop, no, that's not what I wanted to click. 60, 70, 80. All right. So I can see my father at this point.
You can see your father. He is currently knelt down. His hand is on the chest of this dwarf who is lying on the very back of the wall. The dwarf has his head up, and they seem to be whispering something to each other back and forth. That's what you can see.
Okay.
You can also see a lot of
Um,
dead bodies on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess use my action to dash and finish getting all the way over, and I'll land over here
And she is
beside
out of the
them.
radius to see Grood. Okay.
Not gonna change back yet, but
Good to know.
Yeah.
But that Vaukan, as you come flying, he looks up defensively at first, not sure what's coming into his range, but then he sees a giant eagle come flying down, and it's like, well, process of elimination. Dragonfly, you gave me a start, girl. Where is everybody? Did you find the glaive?
I'm just gonna like nuzzle into him because
He's
I
just
can't talk right now.
and he's just like, I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. Anyway, Apollyon, it is your turn now. And you are in magical darkness.
Boss. Oh yeah, I heard Jortha, so I'm gonna grab the wall here and move along it with my hand on the wall until I get out of the darkness, and
Absolutely.
then I'll dash. to catch up with the others.
Is it okay if I move my marker so I can see what everyone's doing on this map? I know I'm not there, but can I just see?
that's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
It's pretty boring. We're just running down a tunnel.
Yeah, you're literally just running down a tunnel. Getting to there, you do see Jortha and Veil there with you, looking around, still trying to find this tiefling. He is not in the tunnel anywhere around you that you can see.
Shit. I don't see him, do you?
Nope.
Gotta keep going.
Well then, it is now the tiefling's turn. So you're not going to...
Wait, did you dash? Apollyon?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
First of all, he is moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, hugging that wall. That is his movement. His action is going to be to dash again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Finds himself in a passageway he did go through before. He had some issues. The entire group did with this particular area of tunnel filled with mushrooms. And he knows not to touch anything that's over there. It happened once before to one of their party. He is using his bonus action.
You're muted, or if you're talking on the other
I'm talking
thing.
to the others, like
Okay.
the audience.
Gotcha.
In a second. I'm almost done.
No, I was just curious. Sorry.
Using his bonus action, he is going to teleport. In the direction he knows is the exit. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and ends up right there against the wall. He leans into the side of the wall, keeping himself as hidden as he possibly can. And that's going to be his turn. Liam, you're up next.
Beautiful. I'll move forward here. Hand on the wall, make a hard right. 40 feet of movement right there. Which gives me 15 more. And then to dash. Edge of my vision, dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. Right. Out to here. I still can't see anything at the edge of my vision. He's either in the black hole or still moving. I don't fucking know. Now I feel like a dumbass. We're probably running into a trap, but I don't say any of that out loud. I just dash.
Fair enough. Jortha's turn is up next. She's going to continue on with Liam. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 feet of movement. She looks down the passageway as far as she can see, turns back and looks at you, Liam, and she shakes her head. She's bonus is her action to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, right there. And you do hear just the faintest whisper. Mm-mm. Grood is still watching Eloise and Vaukan.
What was that whisper?
It's just a whisper. That's all we know.
No,
she's dead.
She was saying, like nothing's down here.
Oh, okay. I thought a snake hissed at her and then shushed her at the same time. I couldn't quite tell.
Sorry. Blood from a Stone, it's your turn.
He's gonna just, do his little thing to do his 30 to get there, and then realize, oh hey, shit, nothing going on. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
I don't know if it makes a difference, but I have pulled out my flame tongue flail, so I have bright light shining around me right now.
Okay,
just-
how much bright light does that give you?
It gives me, I think that's. I'll look at it again. I think it's
Yeah.
30 feet of bright light.
He's just movement, bonus action, just 90 feet flying. He's waiting until he can actually see something important to use his huge burst of speed. But for now, it's fucking. There's no point.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to be able to catch up if we're not flying
Well,
fast.
Liam, I gave you 15 for now. If you figure out you need more, let me know.
I think that's right. I think it emits 30 feet, but it's half dim, so that makes sense.
Okay, it is Vaukan's turn. He looks up at you, Eloise, and he says, Preslore is alive. He's very badly hurt, and I think we need to get him inside, into the keep. Can you help me out, Eloise? And he picks up the dwarf in his arms, and stands up and is waiting there on the edge of the wall for you to grab him and help them down. So that's what he's doing, Eloise.
I'm gonna do the bird bopping my head up and down thing.
Yep, absolutely. Veil, your turn now.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30. I see Eloise.
I'm not.
She's
really
not.
there.
Yeah, she's not actually there. We're just letting her have vision of the events.
Just so I can see the map. I just want to know what's going on.
It's canon. Vale's having visions of Eloise.
Yeah.
Well, we'll put
And he
Eloise
raises his
in the
finger to
wall.
toll the dead.
But what are you doing?
I'm just gonna turn to Liam and Blood and Apollyon. Wait, did what's her name go down this way? Jortha?
Jortha did.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's out of sight, and she indicated vocally that she can't see anything. I'm gonna look at Liam, just kind of disappointed that he got us into this mess, and realizing that it's fruitless from here on out. I've made multiple attempts to get us in range, but nothing we could do to get that glaive back. And he's just going to kind of,
Sit down against the wall.
But yeah, he's just kind of putting his hands up like, all right, well, I'm done. I've tried. I'm done.
My next turn, I need to decide if I want to hit you or keep chasing.
Why are you gonna give up so early? He was just within our grasp.
Yeah, he's got like over 120 feet of movement. There's no way we can catch up right now. I mean, yeah, I can't even do the dimension door again because I can't describe what I'm seeing and I won't be anywhere near it.
Alright, if that's your turn, bro.
Well,
That's
that is Vale's turn. Next, we come to Eloise. What are you doing, Eloise?
I'm gonna go ahead and hop up, try and get up into the air so that I can try and scoop Vaukan and take him down off the wall.
Okay.
And I guess as close to an entrance doorway as I can get them.
I'm not going to switch over to the map for this, but you can, with your movement, get up, grab Vaukan, who's carrying the dwarf Preslore, fly him down to the edge of the door of his keep. Turn yourself back into. Are you going to go with him, or are you going to stay outside after you drop him?
I'll go with him. I'll turn back.
Okay. You transform back into Eloise and poof down right next to him. And on his turn, the two of you can head into the keep. Apollyon, what are you doing?
Shit. I'm just gonna keep going down this tunnel. Yeah, I'll dash. Oh shit, I'm so close. Oh, that's Jortha. I thought that was the tiefling. Yeah, I catch up to Jortha. Hey, have you seen him?
You're not speaking to us.
Sorry. So your hooves are thundering as you're running down this tunnel as fast as you can. The clops are echoing in the chamber as you run, and you stop just in sight of Jortha, and she turns to you and after asking, "Have you seen him?" She says, "No, I have not. He must be farther ahead down this tunnel."
Come on, guys, don't give up already. I call back.
Okay. That's it for Apollyon's turn. It is now Kata, the tiefling's turn. He is going to, let's see. He is moving up ahead. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 feet of movement. Y'all can't really see him, can you? There you go. That is his movement. His action is to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, let's see, 20. Yeah, I'm going to stop right there at 20. There are 3 ways to go, but he's not sure which way to go. So he's going to roll a d6. 1 and 2 is the first, 3 and 4 is the second, 5 and 6 is the third. 3. Okay. So that is this one right here. That was 20 feet. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and then teleport. He can only teleport to his site, so that would be... teleport right there. And that is his turn. Liam, you're up next.
Liam looks at Veil, pretty much giving up the chase. He goes, "You like to learn. Well, I'm about to teach you a lesson." And I take off like a fucking bullet, just zipping down here. 55 feet to right there next to them. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And while I'm running, I'm flinging the flail around, shouting, "You can't hide, Huckleberry! I'm coming for ya!" So that was 30. I've got another 25 feet of movement.
Huckleberry, huh?
If anybody asks me, I can explain it, but that'd have to be someone that asks me in game.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I have my own reason and adaptation for it.
Why not? Okay, Huckleberry. Well, with that, it is now Jortha's turn. She is following along with Liam. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 right there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. At her field of vision, she looks back at you, Liam, and she says, I remember going down this way. There are mushrooms and a river that we passed over when we were incorporeal. And that's it for her turn. On Grood's turn, he watched the two of them go flying off into the keep. He's going to jump down from his spot, creep over and hide himself near the edge of the keep outside, and just watch, waiting to see what these people are going to do. Blood from a stone, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. Well, hearing these two converse like an old married couple, he'll just be like, God damn it, fine. And he's just going to kick in his kitty cat mojo and do his super speed just to see if he can impress Liam or piss him off at the same time. I don't know. He hasn't figured it out yet. So that's just 30, but doubling his regular movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to come up to Apollyon and be like, what's up, red boy? And he's just going to keep fucking moving. That's 5, 10, 15. He's going to dash and he's going to go the full 3. Movement, bonus action, movement actor. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 50. Be like, oh, what's up, Graybeard? Old man. He's just going to move past him, too. 30. And he's going to get right up here with the ghost Eloise and Jortha. And she'll be like, all right, what's going on? I'm here. Obviously, that's the most important thing.
Well, now that you are here, you can see that this chamber opens up into an odd assortment of large mushrooms and moss and fungus covering different parts of the ground. The entire room just smells dank and damp and kind of mildewy.
He's eating mushrooms in the desert. He knows better. He's
yeah.
like, I ain't touching this shit. This is in the Underdark. It's going to fuck me up even worse.
You can also see that there is a freshwater stream that runs down the center of this chamber. Yes.
Okay. Can we see? Well, I mean, I used all 3 of mine, so I guess I can't do a perception check if we could see like footprints or anything like that. So I want to ask, but
yeah, you can do that on your next turn, though.
All right. Yep, I'll have that prepped and ready to go, and we'll go from there. See if we can't figure out where he went. So, okay, that's me.
Next up, we have Vaukan. And Vaukan and Eloise, you step into this keep, which I'm going to go ahead and show you right now, just so you can actually have some vision on it. You walk into a very nice and well-furnished, complete stone structure. The walls, the floor, the ceilings, all made up of heavily worked stone. I'm going to move that. Okay, there we go.
Couldn't figure out how to get rid of it.
You can see a dead body of a dwarf bleeding on a dark blue rug in the very center of this very open entry hall. Vaukan kind of looks around and he says, I'm sure we're going to find a bedroom around here somewhere. Let's start looking around. And he heads in, let's see, probably right about here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to stop right here, kneel down, and just check this dwarf here. He looks up after a moment and he says, yeah, he did.
Very matter of fact.
Saw a dragonfly, he just dead. It is now Veil's turn. So let's move you back over there.
Death happens.
But the rest of your troop has run off ahead of you, Veil. What are you doing?
I'm going to move 30 feet there, and then I'll dash another 35. Ready. And that's it. And you know what? I might as well Misty step another 30. Are there any mushrooms around me?
You have not gotten into that space yet.
So one of the things I wanted to do while I was down here was harvest mushrooms, because it is one of the delicacies that I loved eating as a youngster and growing up down here. It's definitely going to bring back some nostalgia
Oh, absolutely.
at some point.
Okay. So that's it for Veil's turn. Eloise, I assume you just kind of go along with Vaukan looking for a bedroom?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of poke into the first doorway I see and
Well, here, I'm going to move you to that map. You're free to look wherever you want.
okay, so 5, 10, 15. Oh god.
I feel like we're
Oh,
playing a
God.
very big board game today.
Yeah. Oh god, there's a hallway. Alright. Ah, no,
I
don't
like
click.
that chase
just
from the
drag.
mountain we did. Just, it's fucking never ending.
20.
Kind of.
I poked my head into this one. What is it? Is it like a boudoir? Like
That,
that-
yeah, you poke your head in
Okay.
there and you find a toilet, a lavatory.
cool. I just gonna keep going because I figure if there's a bathroom, then someone's got to live nearby it. I think I got 5 more. There we go. All right, that's my 30.
Okay, and as you peek your head in around the door, there it is an open door. You find a small office that does have a bed in one corner.
I found an office with a bed.
Good job, Dragonfly. I'll be right there. That's it for Eloise's turn. Apollyon, you're up next.
All right. I hear my friends exclaiming around the corner, so I'm following them. I can get all the way to there, just in front of Liam.
Okay.
Hmm.
You can probably see with your vision that the
yeah.
pathway is opening up ahead.
All right, yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. That's it for Apollyon's turn. Next, we come to the Tiefling. The Tiefling, on his turn, is moving ahead 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and he comes to an area that is filled with bright lava. He curses and snarls because this is not the direction he meant to go in. As he's turning to leave, he hears guttural snarl. And from the lava, 3 creatures begin to slowly emerge. This got interesting.
What the fuck are those?
Matt's pissed that we skipped over all this shit, and now he's punishing us.
That was his movement. His action is to yell. Oh, fuck!
Hey, actually, because we don't see any of this shit, those might be our new friends.
How often does that happen?
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm just saying, a boy can dream, okay? A boy can dream. Because he told us there was shit that we passed by, but I don't remember what he said.
I apologize. I was not trying to destroy your childlike imagination. I would never attack that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't remember what he said we passed over, though. That's the problem, and that's what's. I have no
Liam.
idea what things are.
It is now your turn. So what are you doing?
Oh, probably exactly what you want me to do. Continuing to go forward like an idiot into whatever trap you have set for me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Well, as you step into this area,
Of course, yeah.
You too can now see what I had described previously. I'm not going to describe it again. Mushrooms, moss, fungus, and that sort of things in various corners. A river running through it. It's very damp, very musky in this area. What are you doing?
Is this like a shallow stream river, or does it look like a flowing hard river?
It's not like super deep. You're guessing that at its deepest point in the very center, it's probably around 5.5 feet.
All right.
Something you could easily wade across.
Yeah, I'll try and jump across it and do an acrobatics, maybe.
Okay, yeah. Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, fucking hell.
Natural 20.
So you just take a running leap, jump up ahead, do a somersault with a barrel twist, followed by a half gainer, and just land in a superhero pose on the other side.
If you look back,
do the full Black Widow pose. I'm a poser right now. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. With a
Blood's
natural
got a card.
20.
Blood's holding up a card that says 10 on it.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that was my first attack roll, but we're going to use it for that. Sure, absolutely. Then I just have to guess a direction. I'll move 25 feet this way. Still not illuminating any tieflings with my light.
So as you go stepping towards these mushrooms, right about here, Kyle, you're walking next to them, and you're not quite within arm's reach of them. You don't actually touch them, but when you get within 5 feet of them, a gigantic cloud of spores just explodes outward or all around you. I'm going to need you to make for me a con saving throw, please.
At least it's not intelligence again. I'll take it. 11.
Ooh. Okay. As the spores get released into the air, you breathe and begin to cough as these spores infect your lungs. You are now confused. At the beginning of each turn, you're going to roll a d10, and we're going to find out what your behavior is, and you're going to do that.
Right.
Forever? I'm just confused for the rest of my life?
No, not for the rest of your life. At the end of each of your turn, you get to make a con saving throw to try to end the effect.
Alright, there's a chance. Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. So, Liam, walking through, just suddenly stops on the other side of this river. And he's coughing and sputtering, and suddenly he just stops and stands up straight. Jortha's turn. She's going to use her movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and she's going to take a running jump as well, jumping over the river. It's not really a river, but you know what I mean. Just the same way that Liam did. That's a 23. She can make it across no problem. She sees you, and she walks over, keeping very careful to stay aside because she did see the explosion of spores. And she looks at you. Liam, are you okay? What happened? She's making a perception check to try to figure out why you suddenly just stopped. But she has no idea whatsoever with a 5.
No, I'll probably attack her on the next turn. This should be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. Blood from a Stone, you're up next.
Alright, did she jump the water? I was sorry.
She
I was
did.
focusing.
She did
Yep.
jump the water.
Fuck. I guess. Yeah. So I mean, 5, 10, 15, 20. I mean, I guess he'll do that. Try that too. I guess acrobatics. Should I roll an acrobatics to try and
Yes,
do that?
roll in acrobatics to try to jump over.
We turn that. Turn advantage on. That is 30.
Oh yeah, you definitely jump over, doing
Yeah,
a little bit of a somersault and a flip of your own.
Yeah, so yeah, he was at 25 to here, so I guess he can, get to there with doing a bonus. I guess would that be part of like a dash?
Yeah, that's
The
part
jump?
of your
Okay.
the movement you have to use.
Yeah, he'll do. Well, I guess then it'll be. So yeah, then he'll just he'll be like, all right. He can see the cloud of shit. He's gonna go the other direction because he's like, all right. Hopefully he's gonna be okay. And then he's gonna action dash another 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Staying on the waterfront, staying away from getting towards it. Then he's gonna get right up here to the edge of this mouth of this. He can't see anything down the hallway, but he's prepped and ready to go.
Okay. On Vaukan's turn, he's following Eloise and makes his way down into the same room that you were, Eloise. He lays the dwarf down on the bed there, pulling the covers up around him, and Preslore says, "Thank you, but who are you guys? Why have you come here?" He seems confused, and for the rest of Vaukan's turn, he's just going to begin to explain why they're here and how they came to rescue him.
Presslore's alive now? Did I miss something?
Preslore is alive.
Yeah, I guess he saved all of his death saves, and then Grood woke him, or not Grood, Vaukan.
I thought the last conversation he looked at Eloise and said he's dead. Sorry.
No,
Different
that
guy.
was another.
There's a dead guy
okay.
inside the house.
All right, that makes more sense now. Okay, I'm on the same page. Sorry, go ahead.
No problem. You're good. Vale, it's your turn.
All right. Vale's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He takes a look. He sees these mushrooms. And those are not the kind that... I'm assuming they're not the kind that he came to harvest, because those look huge.
They are definitely huge, and you can use your bonus action to try to identify them if you'd like to.
I would like to.
Okay. Go ahead and
gonna
make a nature check.
Ooh, nature. Okay. That's a 14.
Okay. With a 14, you do recognize these mushrooms. They grow in the Underdark in very, very damp areas, and they emit a cloud of spores whenever somebody gets within 5 feet of their grow area. The spores released creates a mind-altering effect whenever they're inhaled, and causes confusion on the person that inhales them. They become befuddled. They don't know anything, where they are, or what they're doing, and they don't always have control over their actions.
All right, so he used his action to dash up there. He sees these mushrooms that he remembers from living in the Underdark, and he shouts out towards Liam, Blood, and whatever, Jortha. He shouts out, "Stay away from those things. They'll make you trip your balls off."
Jortha
And
looks back
that
and
is his
says,
turn.
"I think he's already been affected."
I'll say, get him in the water, wash it off, see if that has any effect.
She nods her head in understanding. Okay.
And that's it.
Okay, that's it for Vale's turn. Next up, well, you guys don't know what happens next, but I do, so give me a second.
Oh, very nice.
So, this salamander here has
Share with the group.
30 feet of
We skipped this whole part, and
5,
now we're
10,
backtracking
15,
and
20,
going through all the stuff we missed.
25. Well, I mean, if you don't use a map that I put out there, I'm going to find a way to recycle it somehow. And it just worked out. Anyway, salamander comes crawling up out of the lava towards Kata here. It gets 2 attacks, one with its spear and one with its tail. So let's see how this does. Ooh, that's a nat 20. Ouch. Okay. So that is 22 piercing and another 12 fire. So 34 points of damage, and he has 25.
Guys, he's smiling.
So he
is
just
smiling.
he just got
That's not a good
stabbed
sign.
straight up through the gut by this salamander, and all of you.
Oh,
So let's see here. Blood.
Yeah.
You would be able to hear this because you have a passive perception of like 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would hear a faint echoing scream. Ah!
Would he, I guess, recognize as probably the tiefling? I don't know if we heard the tiefling scream. But
You've
yeah,
not heard the tiefling scream or really say much.
Did it scream when I hit it in the face with a nat 20 with the flame tongue flail? Maybe just a little bit?
It definitely made a grunting sound. But
Well,
you're
I mean, I
confused and have no idea what the hell's going on, Liam.
if you'd allow him a bonus,
Kyle
action
was
now,
asking.
like a free action to speak. He's like, I just heard something scream down this. I think this is the right direction.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy's coming around here to look to see what the hell these guys have. Eloise, it is your turn. We've split the party, and you are currently with Vaukan and Preslore in his keep, with him in a bed. Is there anything you're wanting to do? You're muted.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Preslore and just ask what these shadow ninjas, what their interest with him is. Why were they hunting him?
Preslore, his face kind of drops a little bit, and he says, "At first I didn't know who they were. But up there on the wall, that giant bastard, he gave me enough. I was part of a squadron many years ago. Long ago, when I was still a boy. We were assigned by the governor of the town we were protecting to wipe out this barbarian horde that took up camp near the town. We were sent to do that. That one that stabbed me and killed all of my men apparently survived that assault. And that's really as much as he can do for his turn. For your turn, Eloise. Because I don't want to get into the whole backstory.
Yeah.
Apollyon.
And I'm just going to, as he's saying it, I'm just going to kind of like put my hand on my father's shoulder or elbow, whatever I can reach.
Yeah. Well, he's kneeling down in front of the guy right now. So, because honestly, this dwarf fort kind of short, and he's having to crouch down just to be inside of it. I think Gandalf in Bilbo's house. Apollyon, it is your turn now.
All right. Let's get up into this room up here where I see Mr. Veil. All right.
As Apollyon passes me, I yell to him, stay away from the mushrooms.
Whoa. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not hungry right now. And I see Liam and what's her name across the river here. So I'm going to attempt a running jump.
I love it. Make an athletics check, Apollyon.
Boom!
You just
29.
go running as hard as you can and jump. And as you jump, you just arch your back and spread your arms backwards, keeping your legs together like a kind of flying Jesus a little bit. And then you just land on your feet, holding your hands out high.
Nice. Hey, what's up, guys? Where'd that guy go?
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Is he not close enough to the mushroom?
He is just outside the mushroom. They're both staying. They're purposely both staying 5 feet away from it.
All right.
And also that area, it already exploded. In case you're wondering the mechanics of it.
I was. Thank you.
Yes.
It blew its load on you.
It's blew its load on you. Actually, quite literally, because that's how mushrooms reproduce. So it literally blew its load on you.
I'm honored.
Okay. So, you're not going to hear anything for a second. That got dead. No other way to put it. Running away as he could, he made a wrong turn, and the salamanders living in the lava in that room rushed him and just slaughtered his ass. And I'm going to keep him in turn order because I don't want them to know just yet. But what does happen is the salamander that's left over after his turn comes up and begins poking at the body, burning a little bit with each poke and prod with the spear, trying to figure out where this thing came from. The glaive he had dropped and is currently on the ground. And the salamander picks up his leg and begins dragging him towards the lava, right to about there, where he's going to begin putting him in. He's not going to move him all the way yet. Liam, it is your turn now. What do you do?
And I roll a d10, right?
You need to now roll a d10 to see what happens, what you're going to do on your turn.
Let's spin the wheel. What does a 2 get me, boss?
Okay, so the creature doesn't move or take actions this turn. You are paralyzed for this round. You just freeze, unable to move.
All right.
You can,
make
however,
a con save.
Yes, make your con save.
Alrighty. That's not going to do it.
It is not with a nat 1 for a 3. You are still frozen in place, completely overcome by the confusion caused by these spores. It is Jortha's turn. And Jortha's going to take Veil's advice because he really has no idea what else to do. She looks over to Apollyon, and she says, "Apollyon, your dark-skinned friend says we must dunk him in the water to remove his confusion. Help me out." And she's going to hold her action, waiting for you, Apollyon. And together, she's wanting the two of you to push him into the water.
Right, push a paralyzed person
Right,
into
you
the
got it.
water. What could go wrong?
Okay, Apollyon? That's what she's doing.
All right, I'm down. Let's help out Liam.
Okay, Blood, your turn. What are you doing?
Well, while he sees these chuckleheads doing this shit, he is going to start moving down this alleyway, but he is going, I mean, I guess that's 10, 20, 30, and then he'll action to dash, 40, 50. He's going to get up around here and then get a bonus action to hide against, up against that wall. I guess with that his perception for hearing the scream, was it more, would he be able to tell from this direction where the hell the scream came from, just judging off his hearing before?
I mean, if you want to use an action to try to determine that, you're welcome to.
No, for now, he's just going to scrunch up against the side here, go for a stealthy hide, and, god damn, wow, that's 17.
17. Well, you blend in against the stone, hiding there, keeping your eye out. If I assume there's nothing you can see in this area right here, so you probably can't see anything.
All I can see is rock formations.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. On Vaukan's turn, he's hearing what Preslore is saying. He's going to reach out and cast another Cure Wounds on this man. He's not saying anything, and Eloise, you very clearly detect the fact that he's not saying anything. This is Vaukan. You know him. He loves to talk. He just touches the dwarf, sends more healing energy into him, and then he says, "Please continue on with your story." And that's it. Veil, it's your
You're a
turn.
rogue.
Vaukan already knows
Alright.
this story.
Vale's gonna go to right here and hold his action to, if anything pops out of that water when they go to dunk him in, he's gonna blast them with Toll the Dead.
Okay. The salamanders on their turn are continuing to roast this guy, and I'm just going to hide them because they don't need to be seen on the map right now.
Oh no, they're disappearing. Why? I don't like this.
Eloise, on your turn, are you doing anything else? Or are you just continuing to listen to Presslore's story?
I am going to. I don't think there's other than listen to the story. I'm going to. I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye out with create fire. If there are any torches in the room, I'm gonna light them all and just make sure the room's well lit. And I'm gonna. Can I just see if I can like sense anyone in nearby other than us? Just in case.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Just in case Gru decided that, we're all alone. It's on normal. Good. Okay. And 12.
Okay. With a 12, you're listening as intently as you can, but the sound of the dwarf talking definitely overrides anything else you could possibly hear.
Okay.
Okay, Apollyon. It is your turn, and as Jortha asked, she wants to give you the help action so that the two of you together can shove Liam into the water. What are you doing?
All right. Well, I'll grab him by like one arm and one leg, and I'm kind of
And-
show her to do the same, and
Yep.
then we'll just kind of like dunk his face in there and swash him around, I guess.
Okay, yeah, she's definitely willing to help you out. She grabs on the other side. Go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage, Apollyon.
That's a 18.
That's an 18, yeah. With Jortha's help, the two of you... Actually, it's more you than anything else, but she does help lifting him up, and the two of you just turn him upside down and dunk his head directly into the water. As that happens, his hat just kind of drops off and goes floating away down the river. And you hold him there and swish him around a little bit. And then pull him back up, and his long pink wet hair just goes flapping about to side as you drag him out again. You get wet too. Jortha gets wet as well. It's shimmering all over your body, Apollyon, and you love it when you're wet.
It's purple, not
Maybe.
pink.
Fine, pink, purple, whatever. You doing anything else on your turn? He's definitely looking wet right now, but doesn't seem to be moving quite so much, but it's not his turn either.
I think a dog has killed Jeremy.
Hey, come on, buddy.
And
Let's go. There's bad guys to get.
Apollyon kind of shakes you a little bit, Liam, and you can see and you can feel all this. You definitely went down, and your body is kind of coughing a little bit, trying to get all of the water out of your lungs because you didn't have the ability to stop yourself from breathing in that moment.
I'll like pat him on the back a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get him to cough the water up.
That's it for Apollyon's turn.
The only thought going through my head is my hat.
Okay, it is the tiefling's turn. He's still dead, being dragged into the lava now, and these three salamanders are kind of just roasting him on the spear, turning him around over the lava to try to char this tiefling and burn him up. The glaive is on the ground, forgotten and ignored. But it is there, and I'm going to go ahead and draw it. Okay, Liam. It is your turn, so I need you to go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
What does a 9 get me?
9. The creature can act and move normally. Your body begins to loosen as you come up out of the water, and Apollyon is just shaking you there, and you feel for a moment that your body is not bound and you can move it, and your head is clear.
For the moment, my head is clear?
For the moment, right this second at least, you can act and move normally.
I look to Apollyon. You owe me a hat! And I'll start racing back down this way, avoiding mushrooms, because that was not pleasant. Thinking I'm in the clear, but I'm not. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, up to Ghost Eloise.
Yep, she's not actually there.
Let's see. 5, 10.
Just a figment of your imagination.
I'm gonna catch up with blood. And I guess make another con save right up here.
Yep, make another con saving throw, please.
I'd like to think he doesn't know blood's
Is it-
actually there, and then when he walks
Of
past,
course not.
blood just goes boom.
I'd probably just trip on your tail or step on it or something. Anyway, do I by any chance get advantage because they dunked me in water?
No.
I had to ask. All right, fair enough.
I gotta think it's already in your lungs.
14.
14, unfortunately, is not enough. You are still infected by the spores of those mushrooms and are confused. You had a moment of clarity, but as your turn ends, you feel the fuzzy fogginess begin to fill your brain once again.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm
That's
having
my
so much
turn.
fun with this. I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna say it is 10 o'clock now. We could keep going for a little bit more, or we can end things right here.
I'm exhausted.
I was
It's
just
11
gonna-
o'clock here.
the only thing I was probably gonna do more is hide by this dick-shaped rock here. Over
That's
here.
not a rock.
You all bet it's a big old stone dick. Because when you guys see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, on Jortha's turn, she's just going to be following. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
I guess
45,
when they get up here, if
5,
they didn't
10,
hear me
15,
before,
20, 25, 30,
I will
35,
tell them
40,
quietly.
45.
I heard a loud scream of something coming from up here. So I think our friend might have met his end. Or
Hopefully.
maybe you killed something else, I don't know. But it's somewhere close.
I think Jortha. What's her total movement?
Yeah, that was her action and bonus action and movement right there.
I thought she'd be maybe like 10 feet behind me, but it's whatever.
Anyway, what are you doing for your turn? Let's try to get through this turn order, and then we're going to end.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, it is you.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, that's 30. I get. Well, I mean, is this like a big tall rock? Like
it is a big, tall rock that kind of.
Yeah, it looks suspiciously like a male anatomy.
However, it's not so big that you can't see over it.
So can I see I can see some light here.
You can. And
so
from your position, you can see a little bit of light coming from a turn to the right.
Okay. I mean, that was 30 to get there. He's going to 5, 10, 20. He's going to hug this rock, get down to like right here, and then he's just going to kind of do another stealth to hide against the rock and see. That's going to be his next target, is checking out that room.
Okay.
Because obviously, I mean, if the tiefling went in there, he can't fucking hide. Because, I mean, if there's that much light spilling out into another room, there's got to be quite a bit of it, so...
Okay. Veil, you're up next.
21 to hide, so, yep.
I guess I'll head that way. 5, 10, 15, 20. And dash and jump over this river. Try to.
Make either an acrobatics or an athletics check.
I think they both suck, so let's see. Acrobatics or athletics. I'll do an acrobatics. That is a 17.
Yeah, 17.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good. You make it over, landing just at the edge of the water, but you do not dip your heels into it.
Okay.
I like to think he floats over. Just looks
so
like
okay, so how's that work with my movement speed? If I'm dashing, I have 60 feet of movement. Does that count as 15
that's part
feet?
of it. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I was here. 5. All right. That's that, and I'm done.
Okay.
I'd just like to point out the world record for long jump is like 16 foot something, and we all just fucking did it.
I'm sure there's a rule that I'm neglecting, but it's fine. It is Eloise's turn. She and Vaukan are still kind of looking and listening to the dwarf talk. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I'm sure we'll do it later, next session. So Apollyon, you can go ahead and use your movement if you want to.
Can I just do another check just to make sure that nobody's sneaking up on us?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception check.
28! Natural
nice.
20.
This time, as you're listening in, you manage to tune out the sound of the dwarf's voice, and you're listening behind, putting your head back towards the door behind you, and you're listening as intently as you can. You are absolutely convinced that nobody is in this lower level of the keep besides the two of you. You do not hear any sounds of approaching whatsoever.
I just did a dash up to there. That's what I can do.
Okay. That's it for you. And we're making our way to the tiefling.
Making my way.
His turn. He's still dead. I'm not going to be doing too much with that. I like making these guys have to pause and not know what's going on. So that's fun. There's the glaive right there on the ground. They'll see it next turn. Next session, though. Okay. That's it for all of you. And I think this is a good place to end things for this evening. You managed to chase the tiefling through the Underdark, going down the tunnels, keeping a pace with what you hope is the direction that he went. We'll find out next session whether or not you actually managed to find him. But on behalf of everyone here in the Faab Five, I just want to say thank you for watching. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next week. Good night.
Peace.
Night.
Night.